camera. Select that. It's extremely blurry because it's not actually on. There we go. Still extremely blurry, but now for a different reason. Okay. Okay, so now let's check the stream, make sure everything's good. I think my voice and music ratio is good. I don't know though. We will have to see. Let me pull up the chat. Let's turn that light off. It's extremely dark now, but let's turn that light on just so that I have a little bit of light. Turn this one on while I'm working. Okay, there we go. Now, let's also pull up the, well, actually, my bad. Let's pull up the animation script. Boop, there we go, got that. And we are on scene 2. And we're currently on the bit where he walks around the corner and spots a Covenant outpost. Show wide shot of a Covenant outpost. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna need to grab this base plate right here that I have. And slide it under. Slide all this stuff out of the way first. Over to here. That's for magazines. Lift the camera. Whoops. Did not mean to turn that all the way over there. It's my bad. Okay. Whoops, frick. Not what I meant to do at all. Put that back right there. stuff. Move my mouse and keyboard into the right spot. Grab my chair. Alrighty. Ow. My head. Sorry. That was probably really loud. That's what happens when you have your animation set up in the attic. Okay. Gotta disassemble this wall a little bit so that I can actually rebuild it in the right spot. Like this. Perfect. Let's see if I can fix the focus. There we go. The reason I'm building this wall right here is just so that we can have the shot of the ODST actually walking over here and discovering the Covenant outpost. Actually, hold on. I think this should be high enough. I think. Probably. Okay, there we go. I think that's tall enough. And please let me know if my music is too loud or if my voice is too loud. Because after getting the new motherboard, all of my volume settings are wonky, unfortunately. Anyways. Okay, so there's that. Done. Oh, frick. Oops. It's okay. Those weren't important. Alrighty. So I'm also going to do this really quickly. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is plug in those lights. speaking of the lights, actually, if I'm going to have him walking past this, I should have a lamp post here. Just to have. If I'm gonna have a lamppost there, I should probably build the wall higher than the lamppost, probably. So let's do that really quickly. Just like that. There we go. Alrighty. So, we now have and I need to fix that. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Let's grab our ODST guy. Let's give him his submachine back. Submachine back? Submachine gun back. So snap that into his hand. Alrighty. Now we need to place him right here. There we go. Just like that. Just like that, and then we turn off these two lights. It's nice and dark. Let's see, how do I want the Covenant outpost to look? I mean, I want it to be a wide shot. It's as wide of a shot as I'm gonna get. In order to do that, I'm gonna need the wall to be taller. So I'm gonna build some more bricks onto this wall. sure hope this wall doesn't tumble over. Because it's about to. Just thinking about it for sure. Maybe I just detach the wall for right now. Until I'm done building on it. And then I'll put it back here in a second. There goes some bricks. Okay, hold on. Just a little bit more. This wall is gonna get top heavy here in a little bit. If I build it any taller. Which would be unfortunate. Okay, 2 more bricks. And then I'll be good to put this back, I think. Hold on while I pull this little LED cord back. There we go. Good enough. So then I can let's just press this down there. I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. Now, the thing is, I don't want it to be this dark. But I also need it to not be super duper light, you know? So I feel like, so that grunt doesn't need to be there. I feel like the only way to do what I want to do is to have another thing right there. And I'm gonna put it under that thing. I wanna that's again way too bright. What about this and have it like facing away? Nope, again way too bright. So I need to move this group of sandbags closer to the edge of this thing. Well, it's not as dark. It's kinda not great because if I put... Hold on, I need to make a spot for my tea. Without knocking Lego pieces off of my table, preferably. If I put, like, an elite here, he's really dark. Can't see that guy. He's a shadow of what he once was. Speaking of these guys, hold on while I turn on this light, and honestly, this light too. And check this out. Oh, he's dead. He died. Hold on. Where's some sticky tack? Do I have any on hand? I always have some on hand. It's right underneath my desk, so I can just grab it. Anyways, just gonna sticky tack one of his feet so that this guy will stand up. But look at this cool dude. I just bought a group of 5 of them. This guy's legs are extended. Why? I have no idea. But yeah, I just bought these guys off of eBay, 5 of them. Because the only elites I had before were like either Halo Reach or Halo 4 elites. And they weren't really what I wanted to animate with. But now I actually have Halo, I think these are Halo 2 Anniversary elites, which are dope. Gotta love some good old Halo 2 elites. And also, since these are like the ones from the blind bag, they're super detailed. They've got like the lights and stuff on the chest piece, and they've got the new special elite hands. I haven't had a figure that had those types of hands until now, which is dope. I can now animate elites in all of their glory. Okay. Anyways, so the problem is with these new elites, I want them to look cool. I want them to be dope looking. But how does one do that in this amount of lighting? I mean, if I turn that on, it's too bright. If I maybe flip it upside down, no. Like, what do I do here, you know? How does one do? How should, maybe that. Maybe like that? Hold on, where did he go? Is this the elite I was just using? I think so, yeah. Can you see him better now? Then? I mean, a little bit better, but not really. There's no light that's shining on, like, the actual figures themselves, which is the problem. I need something that shines on them, but I also need something that would, like, feasibly output that kind of lighting in the set, you know? Like, do I make it just a blue light? Just kind of so that they'll just be like, what if I do it from over here? Ooh, that looks dope. Hold the phone. We might have just stumbled upon the answer, ladies and gentlemen. A cool blue light coming from that direction. Can I increase it? And to what end do I increase it? I think that looks good, because from this angle, half of them is shadowed, and then from this angle, yeah. Love it. It's good. It's good stuff. That is good soup. And what happens if I just, now stay with me now. That didn't do anything. In fact, it makes it look better without that light, but like, hardly impacts it that much. I really like it without it though, because it makes the shadows way deeper, which contrasts with the brilliant blue light. What does a grunt look like in this lighting? Also good, also good. Oh, and the grunt is dead. Okay. So, rest in peace, grunt. You will be remembered. Okay, well now we have that lighting figured out. Now we need to figure out where all these elites are gonna be. And I remember in the script I wrote somewhere. Yeah, walks around the ODST walks around the corner and spots a Covenant outpost. Show wide shot of Covenant outpost. Elite 1 punching Grunt 1 for the memes. Mid shot. Grunt 2 sleeping, close shot. And then Elite 2 walking out of a hallway and interacting with a terminal that closes the door behind him. So, I think the second Elite's gonna be coming from like over here, I think. Or over here. Actually, let's have him come out from over here, this direction. And then the door will be over there. Anyways, now that we have that lighting figured out for the elites, for the Covenant outpost, let's set the actual outpost up and how they're gonna be positioned. So let's turn on an actual light so that we can see what we're doing. Ah, my eyes. It is too bright. And then we just sticky tack. The sticky tack is like the same color as the elite's foot. That's beautiful. I love that. Gotta grab some more sticky tack. The elites I'll probably have walk around a little bit. But the grunts, in one of my previous streams, you can see I tried to animate a grunt walking with sticky tack on his feet on these like roads that don't have studs, and it was hell. I hated every second of it, literally. It was horrible. It looked alright when I actually played it back, but I just was like, I can't keep going with this. My mental health is deteriorating the longer I animate this grunt. So unfortunately the grunts won't be walking around. But, I mean, I can animate them when they're on the studs fine, because then, you know, they're nice and solid. But sticky tack, as beautiful as it is, it's not as solid as a stud connection. And it also freaking the sticky tack makes it hard, especially for the grunts, because the grunts, they don't have bendable knees, man. Look at these legs right here. Those aren't bendable. Those knees are freaking solid. Glued. The knee joints are glued together. So there's nothing you can really like pick the leg up with. When you pick the leg up, you pick the entire leg up. You don't get to bend the knee. which makes it really hard to actually animate the walk cycle when not on studs, for me at least. I've seen other people do it wonderfully. I would like to know if it's a pain for them too, but anyways, okay, so we have Elite 1, who's gonna be chilling at the outpost. What weapon do we give him, boys? Do we give him... I think we give him this one. We either give him this plasma rifle, which is, of course, the classic. Love that. We give him a needler, or I suppose we could give him one of these. Binary rifle. Is that what this is? I actually, I mean, I know which gun this is, like Halo-wise, which one it is when I play Halo, but I can't remember the name of this. Is it a binary rifle? I feel like that's another rifle that I'm thinking of. What's the one that's like basically the one that Arbiter starts with in Halo 3? What's that one? Frick, hold on. Now I gotta look it up. Because I can't just go on without knowing what it's called. What do you think I am? Halo 3 Covenant weapons. Weapons. Covenant weaponry. Service weapons. Plasma rifles, storm rifles. Oh, it's called a carbine. What was I on, dude? What was I thinking? Freaking, what did I call it? A binary rifle? That's like, I think I took the beam rifle and... I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of things called rifles in the Covenant. There's plasma rifles, storm rifles, freaking beam rifles. What is a I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to be animating. What am I doing, dude? Okay. Cool. It's called a carbine. Carbine? Carbine? Whatever. I'm getting distracted. Get a hold of yourself, Elite. Get a hold of yourself. Which side is up? Which side is down? This side's up. Okay, we're gonna give him the plasma rifle. That's what we're doing. He's getting the plasma rifle. It's a classic, and it's one-handed, so... Oh, damn, what the frick? Damn, this guy's arm does not want to... Or hand does not want to rotate. Hello? Okay, we might have to choose a different one of the elites. one with a better moving arm, or a better positioned hand, because these hands don't want to rotate. Okay, there we go. And then we give him the beautiful plasma rifle. I honestly love Mega Bloks' plasma rifle. Okay, what the frick? Let's see. Bro, I gotta work these new mega construct joints, dude. They're freaking stiff. Gotta get them a little easier to animate with. Because, damn. There we go. I also have that on backwards. There we go. Okay. Cool. Now which one of these elites has the sticky tack on his feet? Take it off of his feet and put it on the new elite's feet. There we go. New elite, you shall be the one who gets used for this animation because your hand isn't frozen solid. Okay, where does the elite sit, boys? Right here? I think around here. I think right here. Right back here is where he should sit. I kind of want him. Oh, and that guy's leg just popped off. What the frick? Hello? Are you gonna have a bad leg? Okay. What the frick, dude? What the frick? One dude's arm is too stiff. One guy's leg is too loose. Make up your mind. Oh, frick, and now I can't get the sticky tack out of his foot because it's warm. Okay. I'm borrowing your leg, good sir. Okay, there we go. Put the sticky tack on. Make him do a T-pose so that I can put his legs down easier. There. Put his arms back down. Let's turn off these lights, see how that looks. I think that'll be good because he'll be standing there and this scene will come right after the ODST turns the corner, sees the outpost, and like jumps back behind the wall to not get spotted. And this guy will, his face will be in darkness, and then he'll turn and be more in the light, like that. I think that'll be nice and dramatic. Get the perfect focus. Yeah, that looks good. Although I feel like his should just be more towards his side a little bit. He should be a little more hunched, maybe. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay. Turn the lighting back on. And now I'm going to get one of the grunts. And I need to remember this elite needs to punch a grunt, so there needs to be a grunt next to him. Where's some sticky tack? There's some sticky tack. Okay, now which weapon does the grunt get? I think he's gonna get a plasma pistol. My nice painted plasma pistol that I have is the one that he's gonna get. His arms so that I can move his arms so that I can get his feet in position, and move his arms back. And I'm gonna unhunch the elite a little bit because I want him to be obviously taller than the grunt. That's one thing that I do wish Mega Blocks would do, or Mega Constructs. I do wish they would, they'd make the elites taller. I get it, it's to have them be like, you know, the same general model as the Spartans and everything else they make, but like, I feel like Halo is like one of their most popular brands that they make. And they did custom hands for the elites. And so I'm just like, why can't you, and they have custom legs, but like, why can't you just make the waist or the torso taller or something, you know, so that the legs and the torso both are taller, which will make the elites taller than, you know, the rest of your figures like Spartans and ODSTs. Because they are taller. They're taller than Spartans by a little bit, and they're way taller than ODSTs. Even a 6-foot ODST, an elite trumps that with a 1.5 feet over their head at least, you know? So I just feel like they should be taller. Hello? That's funny. And so we've got Elite 1 and Grunt 1, which is beautiful. They're all set up. And now we need Grunt 2. Where's my second Grunt? Uh-oh, second grunt. Where are you? Where'd he go? There he is. There's the little fella. Okay. Good, good. Let's give him a... Let's give him a needler. There we go. Now usually I wouldn't give a grunt a needler because they can't shoot them very well. Well, they can't hold them very well to look like they're shooting them. But since this guy's gonna be sleeping, I figure it'll be fine. Plus, I have this cool painted needler that I want to use. Because it just looks good. So, that's what we're gonna use. And then he's going to have bend the legs as much as possible. So that he's just really just sitting there, you know. How do grunts sleep again? I should look up what they look like when they're sleeping. A sleeping grunt. What is this picture? What? Okay, so they do have their arms in front of them. Gotcha. Their arms do be in front of them. And their head is practically between their... legs. Fortunately, I can't quite get that level. I also can't really get their arms in front of them very well. So unfortunately, that is really the best we're gonna get. So now I need some sticky tack to plop him on so that he actually stays still. This ended up being less of an animation stream and more of a set building stream, even though I already had the set set up, which is kind of funny. I haven't taken a single picture yet. But hey, it's important to figure out placements and lighting before you finally commit to animating. Okay, this sleeping grunt is gonna be right here. No, he's gonna be over here. Stick him there. Cool. So we now have the sleeping grunt, we have the awake grunt, and we have the elite. Who, I'm gonna change it. He's gonna be looking that direction. And then he'll look back at the grunt because the grunt will say something to him. And the elite will smack him for the memes. That looks pretty good. I do wish I could have a little bit of a light coming from this side to light the rest of it, like give a little bit of an ambient light to her other side, but that's okay. Anyways, now that we have this, that's all done. Good stuff, good stuff. It's now time to move the camera over to here, over to where the ODST will be. Focus on the ODST. Zoom out a little bit. Focus on the ODST, like that. And now, I do need... Maybe I don't need a light on him, actually. I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of nice to have a little light on his visor, but I also think he'll be fine without it. Because he'll walk around this corner, which will have... Let's see how he'll look against the lit backdrop. How will he look there? And let's have him... I think that looks good. And then how will he look when he ducks back behind the wall and is looking actually at the camera? How will he look then? Is the question. Yes. Let's get him down. I like that look with the light just slightly going on his visor like that. Maybe I'll have his visor up a little bit more like that. Ooh. Mwah. Perfect. Perfecto. So, we've kind of blocked out how all of our shots are gonna look with this lighting, and it looks good. We're happy with it. We're happy with the we're happy with the lighting for the Covenant guys, with the nice blue coming from the side. That's looking good. Everything's looking nice. Good soup. That's a good cup of tea as well. Alrighty. Well, the set has been made. The lighting is set. Now animation is a go, I think. Is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. I think we're good to start animating. So we're going to... Well, I'm gonna place a marker where the camera should be for the Covenant shot, like the wide shot of the Covenant. Just gonna put a little marker there so that I can remember. Okay, there we go. And now, let's move this back over to here. Let's make it less blurry. It's more blurry. Let's make it less blurry. And we need to make it so that you can't see the actual Covenant camp at first, like that. And then we need to have him be walking want him to be mid-step. Right here. There we go. So, let's just really quickly, before we start animating, to get kind of in the flow, let's watch this entire thing again. Okay. Then he comes over. We have this scene. Then he walks away. We will cut to him outside. Checks his GPS, which is that direction, and then we have a scene of him walking. Okay, it's looking really good so far. And the lighting pretty well matches. I mean, there was a little bit more lighting in the last shot, but I think it should be fine. Okie dokie. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. First picture has been taken. We are a go. We're going. We are at 676 frames as of starting this. I do not like how close the camera is to the dude. It's gonna make it kind of hard to animate, but whatever, it's fine. What's going on here? Did this already get bumped? It did. Okay, we need him to... Let's make him not lean forward that much. But just a little bit. And right now is when we're going to pick the camera up and move it over slightly by one stud. That's backwards. Yeah, that's backwards. Damn it. Okay. That's up. And the only way to actually move it like forward is like this. Which isn't the greatest. I was kind of hoping to have him, wait a minute. No, it's not. That's not the... Oh, but then I'd have to... Okay, actually, yeah. We'll just go with it. It's fine. It's fine. picture. him do some ease out. Might have to have him take like another step for him to have some ease out. Let's have the elite do some movement in the back. There we go. Alrighty, and now we're gonna have him start going back. But first I need to... I also need these guys to kind of ease in, or ease out of their movements. A bit more. There we go. sure of that. There we go. Just really easily have him. Ease into that. Okay, hold that frame for a little bit and then let's see how that looks. That looks really good, actually. Alrighty then. That's really good. So now that we've animated that, it's really quick. It's not very much animation, but it's really satisfying to watch, that's for sure. The lighting, and honestly, this shot right here, it just, even though he has a helmet on, it conveys a lot of emotion, like, oh frick, you know. Take notes, Paramount. If I can get somewhat of an emotion out of a toy ODST, just even an ounce of emotion, then I think you can do a TV show with the Master Chief without, you know, taking his helmet off. Stupid mother muffins. Anyways, that's really good. And them moving in the background, I think, really brings a lot to it. I am going to really quickly go back to playing my playlist on Spotify as opposed to not my playlist. Okay, there we go. Yo, we've breached the 700 frames thing. Let's go. I think, let's see, 670 frames is like 55 seconds. So 700, that's... I think we're at 58 or 58 seconds, almost 58 seconds right now. Pretty cool. Now it's time to animate my, what is this? Oh, create a clip. I don't want to create a clip, bro. What the frick? Nah. Why would I want to clip this? Cortana. Clip this. Really boring animation stream that doesn't have anything going on in it. It's almost like that's what animation streams are supposed to be like, except they're not. I really need ideas for making these streams more engaging. I should do a community poll on that. Let's write that up right now. Let's see. Why did what just autocorrect a hat? How does that work? What do we do? Either a what? Ask. Just because I love streaming and I love getting people's feedback on the animation, but I also know for a fact that I probably wouldn't want to watch an animation stream for a super long time. So, you know. There we go. Alrighty, what do you think about this shot? Is it good? I think it looks good, but just want to know what we think of it right now before I take the first picture. Because so far we've got this little bit animated. And now we are going to have a wide shot of the Covenant outpost. I think it looks good. So we're just going to take the first picture. Boop. There we are. So that's the first frame, and let's take another one just before any movement happens. Just to kind of not throw too much. Let's take three frames before anything happens. So a quarter of a second. And then let's have this grunt. Start to turn. Let's just kind of... I'm not going to really move the elite very much. I'm just going to kind of touch him every frame so that he doesn't look completely still, you know? So that he looks like he's slightly moving. That's a little too much of head movement right there. little less chest movement. Let's take a picture of that. his head a little bit more. Okay, take that picture. Okay. Then we're gonna have the grunt shake a little bit. Two more. Okay. And then we'll take one last frame without any movement. And then let's see how that looks. Damn, that do be smooth. It's so smooth that it makes me feel bad for the grunt. Even though it's just a friggin' toy. I feel like his impact is a little slow, but it's okay. It's honestly fine looking. Anyways. And the elite also just does not look bothered. Which is funny. Okay. So there's that. We'll take one last picture. No movement. And that's that. I should have probably changed camera angles when I animated that, but honestly, I'm fine with that being in the wide shot. And then let's the next shot would be the one that goes the close-up shot of the sleeping grunt. But honestly, I don't think we really need a close-up of a sleeping grunt. I mean, we can see him in the wide shot just fine, so I don't think we really need to show him in his own clip. What we do need to show is the second elite coming out of a doorway. Unfortunately, I do not have a doorway built, and so I guess I'm gonna have to build that. So let's disassemble this wall that I had earlier. I'm gonna have to oh frick. And I'm gonna have to build a wall that has a doorway big enough for an elite. Big enough for me to animate the elite through. And I need to have a sliding door that works with it. So, and I also need a place I'm gonna build this door. Bruh, I keep on dropping the stuff. I think what I'm gonna do, really quickly, I just wanna see this entire thing through again. One more time. And so while that's playing, I'm gonna actually move this because I don't need it. I'm gonna move it over to here. There we go. And then I'm going to grab this base plate. This base plate. That I used for the actual factory. And then I'm going to build a wall. There we go. Where'd the brick just go? There it is, right there. There we go. Okay. There's the wall done. Although just for future, ow, my head. Going to build this corner too, just so that it's complete. So now, this entire corner is done, which means there's the door. Now I need to build the actual sliding door, which will most likely be these things on top of each other. Like that. But then I need let's see. There we go. So now we have the actual door, which I will slide when the time comes. Now I need to make the actual terminal. Since I'm not actually animating right now, and we're changing shots anyways, so I might as well turn those lights on so I can find what I need to find easier. Alrighty, now the question is do I use this thing? Or do I use like a keypad? I'm thinking this thing looks more like an actual thing the Covenant would use. But this is also supposed to be a city that has been taken over. So, technically, and this is a UNS thing, so UNSC thing, so technically it could work as as the way of getting in. If I really wanted to, I could probably combine those two, but that just seems like a little much, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Oh wait, I think I was gonna use this. No, this is for the breaker room, I think. I don't know. Let me check the script. Maybe I have it written down in there. Okay, it says show ODST pressing a button, so I guess some sort of button is in order, but Question is, which kind? Try something like this maybe, and then something like that, and then something like, put something like this right there. Okay, okay, coming together. It's coming together. And then let's have like this, and that doesn't go back though. So, like this. No. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't think this is gonna work the way I imagined it working. What does this look like? I gotta go back to this. How does this look? I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it's definitely not the best way of doing this. I think how I'm gonna have to do it is like this. Like this, maybe? Let's check it with an elite's height. Is that good for an elite height? Yeah, it is actually. So let's disconnect this and connect it like a little ways back here so that it's a little... It's not blocking the actual doorway, just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now let's see how this looks without either of these lights. There definitely is gonna have to be a blue light over there. And I think the best way for me to do it is probably to use this stick, or replace the blue light I have right now with this stick one, which is brighter. And then I'll use this guy right here, what I'm using right now, for that. Probably like over here and have it shining there. Let's see how that looks. Hold on. Let's turn off these lights. mean, this won't be the camera angle that I'm using, so I think it'll look fine. Anyways, how long we been streaming? Damn, 2 hours. Oh my gosh, what the frick? That's crazy. Time flies, huh? Well, okay then. I was not prepared for that. Let's just give this one last full rewatch. Ow, my foot. And then we'll call it a day for the streaming. This is looking good. Damn, I actually am, like, really happy with this. Which is nice. Okay then. Well, how long is this? We have 765 frames, right? So 765 divided by 12. We did it, boys. It's past a minute. We have achieved my one goal for this animation. Well, I have multiple goals. One of my most important goals for the animation, which is have it be at least 1 minute long. We've achieved it. Fortunately, I still have a long way to go until this animation is done. But that's okay. I'm having a lot of fun making it. Anyways, yeah. So I think since I've been streaming for 2 hours now, I think that's gonna be it for this. Although I am thinking, been brainstorming ideas of what to do with streaming besides just stop motion. And I was thinking maybe of like after I'm done doing an animation, right? And usually I do animation for like an hour and a half. After doing an hour and a half of animation, I'm thinking of having, like, actually hopping on Halo, probably the Master Chief Collection, and, like, having a custom games lobby, and just streaming that. But, I don't know. We will see. Just brainstorming ideas. Anyways. So yeah, that's this stream pretty much over. Thank you all for joining me, and I will hope you all are having a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are and what time zone you are in. Thank you for watching and joining me as I animate. I hope you all had a good, relaxing time, and I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye!